Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, SuperCoach Pro. Today we are reviewing the side and talking a little bit of SuperCoach. As it is my side, just for an update as we're getting loaded into the scores. It's just come through. I had to wait on one player, so for the week I'll get out of draft. I'll go to classic, of course. I've scored, wow, 2-1-2-8. I've gone massive. 2-1-2-8. What have you got, rookie coach? I went massive this week, and that's with taking a few risks that I didn't need to do. I would have went 2-1. I would have went 2-2-7-8 if I didn't butcher a couple of things last minute. But I'm happy with this score in the chat here. So no, sorry, I've butchered that again. I keep writing 2-1, but I've gone 2-2. There you go. Wow, yeah, you've pipped me even by 50 points. I would have had around the same score if I didn't do the Perryman move last minute. But, mate, going 2-2 in your first week's insane. I've got no real corrections to go. I'll go through my side shortly, but I missed all the traps. I didn't fall for a single trap bearing SSP. It's the only one I really got. SSP I got completely wrong. I get that. My primos all scored amazingly well. I don't know if I've ever scored a 2-2 for round one. So Sheasel 106, Zorko 139, nailed that. Clark 107, Roberts 95. It was a bit stiff. If he didn't have that claim at the end, he would have turned up as well. Trainer 50. Leaks score got taken out. I tried to roll the dice with something a little bit spicy because I didn't care if I was going to lose points. It was more gaining a trade in future. Perryman, Reed, they were whatever. But the midfield, like M1 and M2, going Richards and Rosie, I saw that was a little bit popular on Twitter between a small amount of community anyway. M1 Richards, he scored 119, Rosie 128, Oliver 93. He was a bit of a butcher. I'm not a huge Oliver fan, I must say, but he's just underpriced, so may as well ride it. Chera 106, Callahan passed the eye test in preseason, Pracky, really, and he scored a 104. I thought he looked better than 104, though, to be honest. Sutherland, or Foss, whatever you want to call him. Tejas and Nevitt, 51, 50, and 82 between those guys. Gorney, 129. I rolled the dice because I knew it was going to rain and thought maybe Gorn could go like a 170, 180 here. But yeah, I didn't take the TDK last minute in the end. I was just being greedy, but I didn't care because I just wanted to go for it all or nothing. This year I'm going to take more risks than what I have in the previous years. On Francis McRae, Smith, like if you didn't start Bailey Smith, you probably got to get him in now. I think that was a bit of an overlook. I know there's a lot of people that didn't go there. Maybe just didn't trust the knee, didn't think he was fit enough. Thought he was going to get subbed out by Chris Scott. And then Daniel, Davison, Powell, Hall. I got the rookie rule wrong, but I still managed to score a 2-2. Flynn 87 in the end, so that cancels out Leak's score. Leak was just a cash generator. I'm trying to be sneaky and played it stupidly. So I'll go into the side properly and share my screen shortly. Wondering how you guys went anyway. Ended up on 2-1-1-4 Anderson pod. That's a good pod. He sat a lot on the bench in the last term, same with Real. Wow, that's crazy. 2-3-1-2. Hopefully that's top 1% kick off the season. That's huge if that's what you're saying your score is. That's wild. We'll go into my side. I'll show you this side. I'm actually pretty happy with my side at the moment. Like, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Maybe the rookies, I picked a few wrong. Like I went Dolan, which is a bit too pod-like, and he didn't really have the role. Didn't come up to the ground enough for me. I thought he'd take Waitman's role a little bit better than what he did. Like I've looked at a lot of his highlights and thought he could be something, but just showed me nothing in that game. But we'll share my screen and go into the side. My team, like, overall looks bloody good. I'll go into it in a sec. Like the starting squad, I'll have to. I was trying to loop there. I don't know. I'll add it there. I was trying to loop Leak just to be sneaky to see if Leak would score a 70 or 75 or something, knowing that he had a poor role and he's going to play forward. But I was just trying to do anything I could to get a 2-3 like TW here, mate. So sometimes you try to be too cute, but sometimes it doesn't really matter when you got a flex position. So at the moment, just going to play really risky and just go for it. And if it hurts me, it's fine. And then, yeah, I mean, the premiums is what I'm most happy with. The backline looks good. There's a few pods in there too. His Clark's like a 10% owned. Zorko's 13%. Richards is 1%. Cherry's about 14 or 15%. Callahan, unfortunately, is highly owned. People probably go from Will Day down to Callahan after the bye. And then I got rookies wrong. I probably should have grabbed Levi Ashcroft and Nod in here, but you can't win them all. So there's two rookies I'm really set on, and they're the ones I want to get in my side at some point. SSP will make way for Hewitt. Speaking of rookie coach, in the chat a couple minutes before the game, that's why Hewitt's in there. So I can put Hewitt forward, but put Hall on the ground instead of Hewitt. So I'll be playing essentially Hall and Davison at F5, F6, and have Dolan and Hewitt on the bench there. And hopefully Dolan can bounce back. And first game, he didn't look anywhere near up to scratch, but didn't get Bevo, so that was a good sign. Hasty got subbed on a 53, so that's a bit annoying. Got Ross Lyon there. Camparelli 56. It's whatever. Rookies are pretty poor anyway in general. So I'm not saying Nod and Levi must have, but there's certainly in my side something I can fix. I'm not too panicky about Perriman yet. I think I'll just rather rookie corrections over jumping the gun on a primo. I mean, we picked these guys for a reason, whether it's role or preseason form, so kind of got to back these primos in for another week at least. It's more time on ground for old mate here. Sider's got 57% time on ground. Redmond taking CBAs. Like, if SSP and Sardis get dropped, it'd be sort of easier for me to make a move, but I'd rather hold on to my trades and be 3 trades up than everybody else, to be fair. It just depends how you want to play the game, really. Says well done. Just picking Neil over Whitfield when Levi went over. Yeah, going Neil was always going to be a bit tricky with the Jordan tag, I suppose, there, Corey. Levi Ashcroft, when he wasn't named sub, people couldn't really muck around their sides too much to fit him in. That price on a 185k rookie really stuffs up structure. So, and not picking Bailey Smith would have really hurt, to be honest. I would be very surprised if he wasn't number 1 most traded player and he's owned by like 90% of the comp. Rookie coach, thanks, mate. Stoked with the start and the pods. Good start. I saw your team on Twitter too, CWT. G'day, Scott. What's going on, mate? 2248. Played a lot of poor rookies on the field, but Primo's dunks made up for it. Yeah, well done, Cheese. Always a good scorer, Cheese, this bloke. But yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy with my side going into the week. There's nothing I really got to fix. If Flynn gets dropped, that's whatever. But I think a lot of people are having Flynn at R2, which is too risky for me. I think I flirted with it for like a hot minute. Just threw it out there and just looked so wrong having him at R2 with Boyd, and worst case scenario, Boyd or Flynn was your R2. But where are you going to pull the funds from if you did that is the issue. Pez isn't expensive enough for you to, I don't know, do something tricky. I suppose you could. Like, you could go Pez and Flynn if Flynn got dropped at your R2, and that would give you 670-something K. And then you grab a rookie down back, like a Bice, and then turn R2 into a genuine ruckman. But what do you do? Be the hot topic this week if a few Carnage players don't get up for it. Cheese, what do you think of Clayton's game? I hated it. Yeah, I've never been a fan of Clayton Oliver through his career, to be honest. He just jams it on the boot. He very much reminds me of Taranto. He he'll hunt and gather, but doesn't really hook up too much. He just hopes his key forwards just take a hanger. He's never been like a super clean player. Like, you're not ever saying Clayton Oliver's an elite kick. Like, he's always calling for it out of the back 50 when there's kickouts and stuff. He's always calling for the cheap kicks, but I don't know. As soon as he passes sort of that wing, he just hopes Gawn's sitting at the full forward and he can boot it to him or something. I don't know what the go is with Oliver, but if he was 580k, I wouldn't be paying for him. I'm only paying for him because he's cheap, and I'll probably flick him at some point. Don't know. I just feel like he'll be a whatever pick. Everyone's got him anyway, so he's not going to hurt you. If you anti-potted him, it's nothing bad. Seriously thinking of Clayton's. If Clayton goes sub 100 again, I'm going to swap him for Callahan for the cash again after Jitterbu's buy. Too sideways for me. Jeez, I don't think it's worth doing that. I think Callahan, not a no-brainer, but fourth-year breakout candidate. Preseason game, he scored nuts and then went nuts against Collingwood. So I think he is a better shout than Will Day. Callahan's not going to get tagged, you wouldn't think. Good kick generally. Callahan moves like Ed Richards for me. Same with Rosie. It's like Richards, Rosie, and Callahan, all that classy sort of midfielder. And then you've got your Oliver, your Cripps, those sort of players that you Bulls. I think I prefer the classy player that can win it inside and out than your Bulls, because they rely on contested possession, whereas these guys did just run all day, I guess. I don't know. Something about Rosie screams breakout this year as well. The eye test this preseason has been good to me. I think I've probably watched more preseason stuff than ever before, even with the rookies and whatnot. So I've been crying out for a good start for a few years now too. So this is what I needed. I disagree completely. Both are trade outs, and no one is making money the other way. Fair enough. That's fair enough. Entitled to that. Jeez. If you could trade out Oliver for Flynn, I don't know. Your side must be flying if that's the first thing you're thinking of. I don't know. I think Oliver will just might finish with like a flat 105 for the season. Nothing fancy. I don't think he'd be top 10, but I think he'd be a fine M8. I just don't want to burn trades early on too many primos too. Like a 93 is not that bad. It was pouring down rain in the last quarter too, and he got stuck on the bench with Gawn for about 10 minutes. But each their own. Yeah, fair enough, Chase. And if you don't want to watch him, then just pull him out of your side. Nothing worse than sticking with a player that you never wanted. So yeah, I don't blame you for that, mate. If you want to get rid of him, I think we won. I think I won the head-to-head in our draft. I just want to have a look at that, Cheese, while you're here. My draft side is goated now. Let's load up draft for Cheese. I think I pipped you by a few points, and that's with let's go to it. Have a look at the draft side. Dunkley in my draft side, Cheese. You'd be spewing this week. He's what won me over, I think. Group chat's going off its head right now. I wonder what's happening. Ducks paceable 2167. Faded Smith. I need to bring him in. Yeah, sure. You're gonna have to find someone though. I reckon you'll get better. All right, I'm going to my draft. So I pipped you, Cheese, by what's that? 35 points. Oh, I love that. Got some bragging rights over Cheese now, just for 1 week. So I'm gonna have to ditch Will Power for Farrell. That's going to be a nice straight swap. And the flex, I don't know who to put in flex. Do I keep Will Drew or put Atkins in the flex? Nass did okay. McGrath was a bit poor. Dunks, Cripps, Dawson, Newcomb. I hate Newcomb as a pick in my draft. That's the only one I hate. Matt Kennedy was a good pick. I wanted to pick him in Classic, but just such an awkward price. Norton a good pick as well. Curnow for Langford is easy for me. Go back to my Classic side before I start losing people because they don't give a damn about my draft with Cheese and the rest of yous. I'll go through some of those matchups when I see some of the others online though, because there's a lot of people in here that did the draft with us the other week. Trade had a fallback option until rearrange my team to fit Gorn. Yeah, that's not good when you've got to rearrange a whole side just for one player. Not ideal, mate. Yeah, I've seen the scores from some of your boys. I had a few stinkers too. I don't even know how I got that score. I think it was just dunks and Cherry carrying. I think you can see the side score. 2-1. Sorry, 2-2-1-8. I keep saying 2-1. I've got 2-2-1-8. I don't know what finish that is, but I don't really care. I think it's a good finish for the round. I don't know if it's top 5%, top 1%, but I just know I've got a good starting squad and I'm just going to build on that. Got a good head start of people who faded Baz and people that started Garcia and Sanders and stuff like that. I didn't fall for any traps, so I feel pretty confident in the side. That's why I kind of don't want to make any trades. Just hope people burn trades while you sit on your hands for a week. It was best 18, so do you really need to? Team sheets will discuss otherwise, I guess. 2-1-8-6. I think anything over 2-1 is going to be a good day. Matchups. I've got a lot of matchups in here. A lot of cups in here. Who do I actually play? I don't know if there's anyone in the league. Okay, none of this is loaded yet. Whatever. I think my leagues are pretty full at the moment. But yeah, you'll take a 2-2 round one, that's for sure. I don't know what last year's score was, but happy with the side. Happy I got a few pods in there too. I did say it pre-season I wanted a few pods. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 pods, which is annoying. You want more than that at the start of the season. Rage trades, lads. What's your rage trades this week? I want to hear it. This is the reason why I jumped on. And I want to know your scores in the chat too. The Max Gorn pick is a huge reason why you don't change your preseason plan. Was better off keeping the player I wanted, Cherry. Yeah, true. It was because of that whole FOMO of missing out on in him towing up. I've forgotten the player he was up against today, but he kicked the goal against him and that won at the game, so that was a bit of a weird one. Max did me bad on the C. Nah, he did you good, mate. I risked it for a 170 there, hoping he'd go huge, and hindsight should take the 148, but I think early on you just take as many risks as you can and be super aggressive. You can't lose it first round too badly. 2109 is pretty solid, Scott. Yeah, Leak was shocking. Leak was on the bench a lot. He played almost full forward. I was trying to do it for cash gen purposes, and then next week I can loop Trainer and Reed, so I can still make up the 50 points I lost from the Perryman move. So it's kind of like a 2 hits in one. If Leak had scored thereabouts, then I could use him this week and loophole Trainer and Reed, sorry. So that was the whole plan of the week, because obviously Perryman will go back there, and then I can just loophole one of the 2 of those players. Wait, unless Collingwood got a bye next week. Have I messed up? No, they don't have a bye. So that's the idea of that stupid pick, but I needed Hewitt last minute, so that's what stuffed my side around it. I needed Hewitt, so if I want to flick SSP, Hewitt can go into my forward line. That was the whole thought process behind that. If Flynn gets dropped, he's in my flex, not R2, which is nice. You got to take risks, though. Like, these rookies are so bad. Like, there's a 20 in there, too. No good. What do we got here? Anti-potting Oliver would have been all right, actually. My rage trades would be Gaunt to Cherry. What? Oh, that's wild. Oh, it's anyone else. Damn. That's the biggest rage I've ever heard. Gorn was fun. Gorn's going to be a keeper. Are you going to fix your backline structure, Brad? No, because Perryman's going for League spot. I was just trying to be sneaky and hoping that League would go massive to just get out that 62. I was hoping League could go an 80, 85 or something crazy. I was just really rolling the die. I didn't really care. And I saw a lot of failed picks happen that I didn't have, so that's why I just threw it at the stumps and just hoped that we could go nuts. It was a bit of a stupid one, but you got to take risks, even if they sound crazy to the viewers. There's always a chance that you'll land a few darts, throw them at the board. I'm 5 deep down back anyway, Bills boys. If you actually flick Perryman where weak is, I was just trying to be too clever for my own good. CUWT, Rage Training Perryman and Pete Wing. Yeah, senior side. I wondered if you're going to do that, Pete's. Both uninspiring and the role has disappeared. Agreed. Not sure about Perryman, but I think Perryman can bounce, but Pete Wing's, yeah, no good. Max 2191 had some bots on field. Yeah, rookies are always like that, mate. Rage Trading Perryman and Short. I don't blame you. I hate Short as a pick. Oliver did not hurt me not having him. Smart Max. You've got to go against the crowd. That's why I didn't go for Day. I wanted to antipod Day and Short. A, because I never believed in Short, but B, because Day has too many tags. Rankin went 128. Yeah, I saw that. Baz went 147, so that was nice that Baz did that for me. Rage trades for a reason. Yeah, this is why we call it Sunday Night Live Rage Trades. Interesting question coming up, I feel. I don't actually know. This one I'm generally stuck on. I'd have to ask Essendon supporters, can they play Hobbs and an old mate together? I'm not sure. His time on ground is like 57%, so that's huge concerning. That like the roles there, just not the time on ground. Redmond playing midfield stuffed it up, so could probably go from like a Titus, however you say his name. I'm pronouncing that wrong, but to a Nod or Levi, whoever you missed, or Nevered even. Jeez, in the end, I talk about rage trades, but I'm not going to make any unless someone is hurt. Yeah, fair. Very fair. Yeah, okay, Max, that would be nice because then I could actually rage trade him myself. Ben Hobbs is better. Yeah, okay. I think so too. I think he's got cleaner hands and he's, I don't know, just attacks the ball a little bit better than what old mate does. I feel like Sardis is a bit scared sometimes. Yeah, that's true. But still, like, you want to get the rookie correction first before you fix up the rest of your side over primos, ideally. Also, the forward lines look so boring. I'm really tempted to try something spicy, but there's no one else I can really move bar Pepper. Pepper's my worst on field. And Perryman comes in for week, of course. I was just trying to be too stupid, too cute, whatever you want to call it. Reason behind the madness is I thought I was going to get him to outscore him by 10, 20 points or something. But I was living in the wrong reality. So much bench time for week 2. He just looked so bad. The week before, he scored decent. And then this week just didn't show up. I wonder what my ranking will be round 1. I think round 5 or 6 for Coleman, I'd say, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I was watching the other match, Roos v Dogs. I didn't get to see SSP at all. So that's why I have no idea on him. Apart from that, like, you've got around the ground for that side, like, Sheasel was pretty good. He played a lot forward, though, for me, so that was a bit concerning, paying a price tag for a guy that spent a lot of time up forward. Zorko had a bad first half. He wasn't doing so well, but kicking saved him, and the late goal as well. Clark, same thing, but opposite to Zorko, had a hot start and sort of died. But he's got the role, got a few kick-ins, I think, but sort of the guy they kick to, and then he comes up to the CBAs as well, looks to be, the handball receive guy, and chuck it on his boot. He just moves up the ground so much more than what Ryan does now. Roberts, same sort of thing. Apart from that turnover the last, couple minutes to lose that game there, he played pretty good. Slow start though. Trainer looked better than a 50. Perryman didn't watch the game, so I can't comment. And Reed, key defender. What do you expect from players like that? Ed Richards was hot early as well. Very good pick, actually, Ed Richards. There was no strapping, so it just made me pick him even more, even though that he had calf issue or something like that anyway. And then Rosie, his preseason form was too hard to pass up. Scored a 128. I thought he was hot early when I was checking the scores. Oliver, probably, I think he deserved about a ton, but that's because I'm biased right now. 106 for Chera, started hot and then faded. Callahan's overall game was pretty decent, I think. Didn't really fade anywhere. Just had a few clangers from what I saw as well in the wet. Never quite first quarter. Really quiet, like 6 or 7 points, and then bounced back. Has the role. Never. I really like him as a pick this year. Gorn, you should have been like a 180 game. Went nowhere near it for that score anyway. And DeConning was fantastic against Nank. Horn Francis can't comment because I didn't see it. McRae's going to be unreal this year for us. He's going to be more than serviceable. Baz, he looked unreal. He looked like a 147, despite what people were saying about his kicking efficiency. He went to score involvements regardless. Like, he's always going to be rusty when he's barely played any match for a long time. Daniel's 81 looked unders for me. Davison had so many almost moments, and Flynn had bugger all impact in the hitouts, but took a few good marks and kicked a goal, so that's what saved his score. Hall kicked 2 goals too, I think, and Dolan just couldn't get near it, so that's just a quick review of the side. I've missed a lot now by doing that. Have I? No, I haven't. I've just gone nuts. Clark had no kick-ins, so 107 is good. That's even better. I thought he had kick-ins. I was watching most of that match, but got distracted. Wow, it's pretty decent to kick 107. No kick-ins. That's wild. I loved him all pre-seasons. I was trying to restructure to get him back in. So that was a good pick. Got to have pods. I'm thinking Perryman to Fraser. Nank to TDK, which turns Garcia into Baz. Thoughts? Oh. A little bit sideways because I feel like Perryman could score what Fraser did, and then Fraser could score what Perryman did. Nank and TDK, they're going to score around the same anyway. I'd probably just try to turn Garcia into Baz, but I probably wouldn't want to use 2 primos to do that. I don't think it's worth a boost. I believe Baz is a must, yeah, but I don't think using 3 trades to get him is worth a couple primo restructures. No. Horn Francis saved himself late. Perman played a lockdown on him. I did hear that through the group chats and stuff like that. Yeah, if my live stream it all dies tonight, because this computer, it's been fully charged, all the updates are done, I go on my phone for the last hour if it cracks it or something like that. And if you do see that SuperCoach has loaded and the rankings are in, we'll have to definitely have a look at that, because that's something I'm really intrigued in. And then you just spend the next 4 days, whatever it is, thinking about your trades, and then you look at the team sheets and your trades aren't even the same as your Sunday night trades. They're completely different. Thanks, Max. When can we rage straight? I don't know. First round feels like it's going to be an hour or two, maybe a bit more than normal. No idea. Did I just say 2-3 in the comments? What the hell? That's almost weekly territory, mate. SAR 2-3-4-8. You'll be up there with easily the top 500 for that score. That's wild. I'd love to see the team on paper and who you captain. That's the most insane thing I've read tonight. Has anyone in the chat got more than 2-3-4-8? And don't forget to give us a like for this stream as well, and a sub. I'm sitting on 498. I need 2 to get to 500. Don't leave me hanging. It's been a long time coming. 2287 for CH. That's pretty good. Who's your rage trades, CH? SAR, I assume you don't have any rage trades at that score, mate. I'd be holding. I'd 100% be holding. If I scored 2-3, I wouldn't even look at trades. $4.99. What are you talking about here? Take VC. Wow. Yeah, okay. Bo Allen was my got to be my loop instead of bringing in a week, but I needed Hewitt last minute, so I didn't have to trade SSP out in 3 trades. I had to grab Hewitt, so I couldn't use the loop down back for the week option. But in hindsight, I should have actually turned a week into a loophole player that was like 119k or less or whatever. Kept Perryman's score. I would have banked 50 points and then left the captaincy on the loophole player and grabbed TDK's 148. Would have been the best result. But like I said, I tried to be way too risky, and I only lost 50-something points in the end for doing that, which I'm fine with. Sanders in a week, and he still scored that. I'd get rid of Sanders for sure. Sanders is shit. It depends how much cash you got, Max. I hate both of those players as picks. I could be wrong, but I feel like I've been 90% right with my preseason thoughts and what I've put out there so far. But it is only one round, so, and I'm not a genie, but I don't like Short or Garcia or Sanders, and I don't think I ever really have, to be honest. If there's any footage of me saying I like all 3, I apologise, but I doubt I would have gone there. The only one that would have hard tempted me is probably Garcia, just for the price. Sanders I bought in last year as an F6, and I learnt my lesson not to do that again. And Short, he's 29 years old and he's had injuries. No thanks. Oh, you're talking about the subs. I'm stuck on 499. One more to get to 500, then Scotty. Hopefully someone can make me day. That's pretty cool. Thanks whoever just subbed then. If I get to 500 subs, which wouldn't be hard, I'll crack an egg on my head on a live stream. The missus just looked at me like, no, you won't. I will. I'm a man of my word. I dyed my hair blonde when Luke Ryan got 197 points or whatever it was. I dyed my hair blonde. So if I get to 500, I'll crack an egg. But if they unsub, that's going to be just annoying. Oh, shite. Someone sub. Can you grab me an egg and a bowl? I'm not joking. Yeah. I'm a man of my word. The missus is checking right now. You can't unsub for that. Yeah, we're at 5:01. We're cracking eggs. We're cracking eggs, chat. I'm just getting the missus to get out of bed and cracking an egg on my head. Can I have a towel as well? Because this is going to get messy as shit. All right. Cracking an egg for the 501. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm doing this. Thanks, Scott. I'm at 501 for this. I've got 70k to spend as well. All right, it's almost cracking egg time. Are you just making rookie corrections? Yeah, probably. I'm going to bring in Ashcroft if I can by DPP. And 2 eggs. Can I have a bowl so it doesn't go over the laptop? Sorry. She's got 2 eggs. That's a stitch up. The missus bought 2. Why are you having 1 egg? I'm not cracking an egg on your head. Okay. This is interesting. Who would have thought cracking my egg on a live stream just from getting to 500? Do I go rank or Zorko? Probably rank it, I think. Depending on your forward on and back on. All right, we're cracking an egg. BC Tommy just subbed. Max just subbed. CH just subbed. All right, we're doing it. Oh, shit. I might need a new t-shirt after this too, so I might BRB. All right. Are you ready, chat? 3, 2. Oh, right on the freaking head. See, I'm a man of my word. Oh, I'll even drink it on stream. Wait, yeah, I'll do it. It's like a shoey. Shoey done. Not even joking. There's barely any egg yolk left. You want to take that away? I'm a man of my word. I entertain. The missus just said she's going to throw an egg on my head now. Can't believe I just did that. Next player that goes 200, I'll dye my hair that colour. How's that sound? Can you do it for me, though? All right, done. Next player that goes 200 in SuperCoach, I'll do that. Now crack it. I did. I did PC Tommy. I just did. I'll match you when I reach 500. Sub to rookie coach. He's a Geelong lad too. Oh, full screen. Come on. I'll do full screen if I get to like 550. I thought that was enough. The missus got another egg. Oh, full screen's a bit wild. Can you not see that? Sure you could see that. My score was 1894. Wow. Sounds like the year I was born. With Neil as captain, I'm seriously disappointed. Oh, Trav, you got stitched up hard. Love eggs, says. If you were to bring in Ashcroft, how will you do it? I'd throw Hewitt forward, SSP out, and Ashcroft in. That's how I do it. Left almost 100 points on the bench this week too. Yeah, I left at least 50 or 60 by being too clever. Or not clever, I should say. Yuck. Hey, the drinking eggs fine. I used to do it for... Oh, no. I just broke my fasting. Damn it, I'm fasting, lads. I'm doing intermittent fasting. Oh, what's the time now? 9:30. Okay, I can't eat till 1:30 tomorrow. I'm doing a 16-8 fasting, so what have I done? BC Tommy and drank the bad boy. Well done. The missus is keen to crack another egg on my head. Now you need a beer. Nah, I probably wouldn't drink on the stream. Don't know. It's not that not that you can't, but yeah, Max. Yeah. Neil C was wild if you did that for the Jordan tag. Was hoping for Dunkley to get tagged along with Neil. Will Ashcroft could have done heaps better. Yeah, I think Will only got like a 80 or something. What have I just joined? You just joined cracking an egg on my head. If you want to rewind that about 2.5 minutes ago, I just did it and then drank it. I've got issues, really do. When it comes to peer pressure, I just can't help myself. It's like that blonde hair was so bad, it turned out rang. I looked like Ed Richards instead of Luke Ryan in the end. CH, Xavier Lindsay looked class today. I want to bring him in. So do I, actually. I'm very keen on him. He slowed down in the last little bit, though, due to the wet. You're absolutely wild, Brad. Told you, man of my word. Oh, man, now I hope that there's not a double ton next week before the concert next week. Anyone in the chat going to, this is risky to ask. Anyone in the chat going to Nelly or Tech9 next week? I'd love to know. I may or may not be attending that. Sim says Walsh was painful. Hopefully he didn't start him then. I don't know what he scored, though. Can't imagine it was that bad. Max, you keep Will Ash because what Gold Coast did to West Coast in the mids. Yeah, you would. You'd. That's why I want to bring in Levi Ashcroft, actually, is because they just got absolute trounced. So, someone just unsubbed and went from 501 to 500. That's a bit. I knew someone would be sneaky like that. That's unfair. It's whatever. I knew that would happen somewhere. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, right. I'll be there too to both of those things. So if you see me, say hello. I'm going to egg you. I'm going to get egged by a fan, apparently. It's fine, mate. Football friends say H. It's not what I wanted. I'll be with my best mate too, so I wouldn't probably egg me. He's a bit nuts. Going with Bo, so that wouldn't end well. Max, Boo. Yeah, of course. You keep Ashcroft breakout season, definitely. Yeah, 100%. I absolutely agree. Oh, it's gone back to $4.99. It cracked an egg, and then the two that said they subbed. I'm going to scroll back up. Who were the dodgies that did that? CH and BC Tommy. I believe it was you two. Did you guys literally just sub for the egg and then unsub? That's mad. Wow. Wild times. I just called him out, but that's okay. I'm just mucking around. I don't really care. It's fine. I'm just pulling your leg. Okay, that's all right, Max. We should do stupid sub goal, but when we reach it, go. Oh, true. Imagine doing that at our gym, full Richmond kit. It wouldn't go down well, yeah, and down this territory, if you know what I mean, rookie coach. I get a lot of hate. Yet CH is laughing at the egg comment from before. Just bring in the round one ranking scores. That's what I'm here for. That egg kind of sat in like hair wax at the moment. It's just sitting there. It smelled on my head. It would be. I won't be dressing in Geelong gear like you though, mate. Sim, I know fantasy won't lock out till tomorrow. Really? Possibly with the new Flex edition to Supercoach, that lockout may be delayed as they double check coding is working, etc. That's crazy. I had no idea. I don't want to be waiting all night. Jonas is in the house. Shocking umpiring in the Giants Demons game. Toby Green was holding Petty's jumper near his throat for ages, and the umpires gave Toby a free kick and a goal. There's always calls either side of that. But yeah, that is annoying. I didn't see that bit. If short goes 140, you have to eat 84 eggs. That's such a random number. I couldn't do it. I'd throw up on stream. You beat. I think he means you beat him by 20 odd in the league, mate. Nice work. That's a nice day when your league matchups and you win most of them. That's what you want. Crazy Fit says NRL Supercoach last week locked out. Didn't happen until the next morning. Oh, don't tell me that. I don't want to wait till the next morning. Can anyone confirm or deny if Supercoach will be locked out all night? Jonas goes, Skiz took the loss in our draft. Yeah, I'll go through the draft later because we will definitely have a look at that. I scored. Hang on, I'll go back to my team. 2218, mate. 2218 is what I scored. Let's go to the leagues, actually. We've got a few leagues in here. Still loading. 2218. Sorry, where it's at. 2 3s would be nuts if anyone got 2 3s. And I saw a few of you did. But yeah, 2218 is what I got, mate, Harry. I think at 10 it should come out max. That's in 18 minutes. I'll stick around till 10 then if that's the case. Put in any of your SuperCoach questions in there too if you want. Draft. Did you bring in Hasty? Yeah, I do. I've got Hasty on my bench, mate, but then he got subbed out, unfortunately. He was playing so well too. I don't understand why they actually subbed him out. It makes zero sense. Hasty had a good game, I thought, and then they sub him out. I don't know what they're thinking when they do that sort of thing. Let's look at the leagues. Where's all the matchups here? That's why I'm pressing the wrong thing. It's been so long, I forgot where to go. So, no matchups available. Maybe these ones, the Godfather ones, not working until like round 2 or whatever. We don't seriously got to buy in that many leagues, do we? Oh, okay, so this is what Jack's talking about. 2180 versus 2218. The Bond's identity. I definitely cursed Bond because Bond's injured now after renaming my side. Instead of going the orange team, I named it this year. And it's scoring like the Bond would too. Won this matchup as well against Jack. I don't know who that is. 2 Jacks. Yeah, right. So only 2 leagues out of the first. That's annoying. That's so annoying. The hasty sub made me cry uncontrollably for hours thrown up. Feels, mate. I don't know why they subbed him out. Jonas says, yeah, he played well. What did you get, Jonas? I'd love to know. But didn't chase a few times. Coaches wouldn't have been happy. Fair. He's only 19. He's going to learn those things, though, I guess. The simple things are what matters, aren't they, in footy? Quickly go through the draft matchups because there's a lot of you actually in the chat that did the draft last Monday or whatever. How do we go? Game day matchup. My league. I think it's in my league to all the other ones. And click on that and we'll have a look. Can't believe I only just beat. Internet's struggling hard here. All right, draft. Who do we have? Not the draft recap. Team lineups. Game day live draft. My apologies. I butchered that. It's been so long since it's been 2 years since I've done a draft, so I'm very rusty when it comes to looking for stuff. Oh, I can't believe how slow it is. I need to get rid of TPG. Does anyone else have issues with TPG? Because this seems ridiculous. Don't forget to leave a like for the sub too. I love a good Sunday night stream. Thanks for all 32 tuning in as well. Cheese. Hopefully gets another game, Jonas. Yeah, hopefully. If Angus gets dropped, I'll be mad. All right, so these are some of the people in the chat that you guys are talking about. So, Skizfits. Skizfits lost that game to Jonas. Pufferfish beat Zach. I don't know if Zach's in the chat at the moment. That's huge that you went 1,300 in a draft. That's wild. Murphy Raptors got the win over team name in Mason. Wilmer. I don't know if Wilmer's in chat, but his team went horrible. Crayfit pipped him by 100, or just under that, actually. Brooke, wow, smashed FPL. Damn. Who was the closest matchup out of those ones? I think me and Zane. Oh, yeah, right. Anyway, I'll go back to Classic in a second. I'll just answer some questions and go through the comments. Draft is fun. If you've never done draft before, definitely do a draft. I'll do a draft next year as well. What has Max got for us? If I take out Short, I have to put in a good defender. I have Harry, Clark, Short, Roberts. You have to back one that you liked in the preseason that you avoided, not one that someone recommends. Just go by your eye test and take a punt back on that. I think Short was more of a crowd pick than anything. Welcome back, Puffer. Hopefully you've had a good swim around the ocean, mate. You get around him. The lads haven't forgot you. Jesus, Puffer. Fish. Max, Oliver did not look great. I feel like he's a trap. Big call calling him a trap, Max, but fair. Not seeing. Yeah, I know. Well, when he does kick, he just pushes it. Taranto 2.0. He does definitely look slow, but he's always looked slow his whole career, I thought. Couldn't miss. Big Sauce getting 500. Yeah, he got there in the end, mate. It's nice. Nice feeling. Cracking the half ton. Jonas got a lousy 2086. Wow. Yeah, you're what's his name? Wayne Moira. I don't know if I butchered that, but he didn't do too well. I scored a 58. I was looking at that game purely just for your little smoky there, but he did nothing. Clayton, I'm a stinker usually, but I've got a bit of a blinder. Viced Dunkley and like Jack Ross in the preseason match, so I snagged him. Wow, that's unreal. I can't believe you grabbed Jack Ross. That is the biggest pod I've ever heard. Jack Ross. Wow, Clayton. That is huge, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Maybe Clayton needs a channel. Crazy. Wilmer had 100 on the bench. Wilmer left the points on the bench. I've left a few points in Classic on the bench as well. Scored 1343 in our draft. Yeah, I saw that, Puff. I was just saying, big day for you out in the ocean. Caught a few fish. Probably a shark, really, by the look of the score. And 2-2-1-3 in Classic, not bad. Yeah, you done very well, mate. Well fed. Let's see what it says. Home. Come on. Give me a live score update. Oh, man, I hope I did my tips this week. I don't know if I actually did my tips or not. I'm so bad at remembering to tip. Someone's got to remind me on my videos or my live streams or something to do tipping, because this is something I always forget about. I don't know if anyone else is like that. It's the first thing I forget to do because I'm so invested in SuperCoach Classic that I just don't bother about tipping. What was your favourite highlight from the footy this weekend? I'll go first, of course, because I'm sitting here, but mine was definitely the backflip from Seth Campbell. I reckon I showed the missus that 5 times before going to bed. If I could backflip like that, I'd be doing that constantly when I'm going shopping for groceries, just out of nowhere. The athleticism from that after that big run, like he was a good 5 meters back and just ran like Usain Bolt. Could not believe it. He was like unbelievable. What a game. There was only 3 good games really to watch this weekend, if I'm being honest, in footy. I watched, I think, 7 out of 9. Melbourne and Giants game was good. Lions and Sydney were good, and Richmond and Carlton was a good game. The rest of the games were pretty boring, if I must say. Cheese, yeah, same Puff, had some shocking picks as well, but still managed 2-2-4-8. Can't complain, so everyone else scored in my leagues and open leagues. Yeah, good point. I just saw a solid score from you, Brad. Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it, mate. It is very solid for now. Nice to see a lot of people I haven't seen my chats before, and there's 36 of you. I think that's probably a game high from me. This is like SuperCoach 120 numbers for someone that's been averaging about 80. Appreciate it. feel like I've hit the big leagues. Very overwhelming in a nice way. Kako. I miss Kako. I actually didn't pick him in my side. I thought he was a weird price and didn't think he was going to score that well. But Kako's your highlight. You'll take it. Good player, obviously. Who do you think is a better option in forward line, Zach Bailey or Rochelle? Oof. Is this a classic question? But neither. Damn. Probably Zach Bailey. That's honestly the hardest question. I don't rate either of them. In terms of if you're talking about SuperCoach Classic, I must say. We're up to 41 people in here. Well, that's what. Give us a like, 41 of you. If I don't see 40 likes on this stream by the end, I'll be devastated. Geez, Ben King Mark was freaking unbelievable. I have to go back and watch that. I'm sure it'll be in the top 10. If you guys watch the top 10 AFL highlights, it'll be amongst there. If you Sam after his kick, his goal, yeah, I saw that. I just showed the miss of that on TikTok before. I said that's nuts. Have a look at this. Jack 2180 for me. Glad Rankin well. Yeah, he was always going to be a solid pick. He's got the role. And he just screams breakout. Big Bradley hasn't missed now. Yeah. Yes, I do. Brad now. Oh no! What the hell is going on here, Puff? This is a big night. I might go out and celebrate. I don't think I've done that. I've got half a K sitting on 40. That's a good conversion. SuperCoach Stone. What? Super Stoned Coach. What a name. I hope you've got a channel. League code 272649. Need people to join. Join that. Jump on. I will definitely do shout-outs. If you want a shout-out for a league code or whatever, I will not deny any I don't think I've ever really skipped a comment either, to be honest. Not out of on purpose anyway. So join the code 272649. Jump on. Good name too. Yaron 212 here as well. Who did you captain, Yaron? Jonas Goat, 40 people, but yeah, I haven't seen Shorty on the chat yet. Normally some big dogs get around it. Jay, can't believe I didn't have Bailey Smith. Yeah, huge miss, mate, but that's fine. A lot of people did miss that. How I'm going to get him. You're going to have to trade a Primo to chat the bed for him, I guess. You joined Abs Cash League, Brad. I did. I definitely did. I had to because I had a feeling I'm going to have a decent year. I don't want to jinx myself, so I joined this time last week or something like that. Jonas, when is the Octagon schedule against Shorty? Why does he want a 1v1 Shorty? Shorty's actually a tall fella. Don't know how he'd go in an Octagon, but he's pretty tall. Max would have gone to 250, but had some bad people. Yeah, I can relate to that. Cheese, think you can wait on Bat? Really? Haswin Hanger. I think you're overthinking this one, mate. That's okay. Me and you disagree a little bit, but I'd bring in Baz anyway. He's just worth the money. Best 18 anyway, so if he gets tagged, it's whatever. Yeah, Cheese, you're like devil's advocate for me, but I don't hate it because you always have the other side of the card that you want to have a look at. Makes for good content. SuperCoach Stone 2105. Yeah, not high enough, if you know what I mean. Papa, as soon as Shorty gets his affairs in order. Wow. Shorty's a hard-working man. I can't wait for his his team review. Anyone is tall in comparison to you, Brady boy? Well, mate, I'm just Jake King, reincarnated. That's all I can say. Jeez, he's if you've seen the Shorty's goal kicking, you could probably get a fair grasp of it. That's what you're going by. He's not going up in price, so he's not a must. Yeah, that's true, but still. Jonas, I think Shorty getting gym tips from Brad before he steps in the ring. He'll have to get Muay Thai and boxing tips off me before he gets gym tips. The gym's not going to help him with Octagon. Unless he's doing explosive movements like medicine balls to the wall and sheets, sledgehammers and stuff like that. I think I want to do jiu-jitsu this year. Muay Thai and boxing is fun, but I'd love to learn a little bit of ground and pound sort of action. Mr. Conning and Smith. Wow, yeah, that's not ideal. TDK was a good one, but then Pitner comes round 6, round 7, does he? I'm not sure. Surely not. Disappointing for fans like Carlton, West Coast. Who else was pretty shocking? Essendon, like it's another year of what the go is with Essendon. Carlton should have smacked us by 80. Like in terms of what you expected coming into the season. Who else was super disappointing? Dockers, for a side that's meant to be top 4, they get pounded by 78 points. I get that it's at home, but they've actually played all right at GMHBA. Dockers fans, how do you guys feel? Swans, that's just unlucky. That could have been an anything game. North, scoreboard looks better than what they actually played. I thought they were actually quite poor. I think Dogs just made a lot of mistakes at the young side they had in without some of their key players. Like Vandermeer had a day out. Like what the hell was that about? I think it was Vandermeer. Let me check. Vandermeer kicked 3 goals, 1. Like it's bad for North if Vandermeer's kicking 3. Yeah, Collingwood bounce back game had to be. Like that's nuts. Port Adelaide. What's the point of Hinkley actually being on board? Like just sack him and bring in Carr as it's meant to be. No point playing. Like I don't get it. I actually don't understand Port Adelaide whatsoever. St Kilda. That's the other side I was trying to think. So disappointing. They do this every year. They get a couple of recruits, show a little bit in the preseason, and then just come up with nothing. They either have a really good start or a really bad start to the season. Like they have one half really good and one really bad. Melbourne, I thought was unlucky, so that could have been anything. And Eagles, like how long are you going to rebuild for, mate? Like I think North has more promise than the Eagles. North are just they've got the talent, but they just can't kick half the time. Eagles, I don't know. I don't know what the hell Eagles' issue is. It's like they just drafted the wrong players. Gimby's like a poor man's Blakey. Tim Kelly's is well and truly expired. They're too old in certain areas, and then I don't know. If it wasn't for Harley Reid, who else do you got in your side? Oscar Allen, your captain's decent. Baker's good. Everyone else is just passengers. You got like 3 or 4 good players. Like, mate, you're playing Hunt, Hutchison, Marrick, McGovern. McGovern looks cooked without Brass. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on in West Coast West. I watched that game and that almost put me to sleep. I think Fraser's a good pick coming to this comment here. Same with actually SDK. I'd love to what you guys think of SDK and Fraser. Fraser scored like 109. Actually, let's have a look at that. I'll get into the comments first and then show you some players and go through that. Go Saints round 3. Pufferfish. Lads, what are all your Supercoach names this year? My league name is Bold Bridge and the individual name is Jumping Door. Yeah, chuck your Supercoach names in there. If you want to set up a rivalry with each other, you can as well. I can show you how to do that later. Essendon was good. Yeah, well, don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I can't get a gauge on some of those teams ever. Geez, 91 point loss for Port is absolutely disgraceful. Yeah, I know. I totally agree on that. 2,227 this week. Premos did well. VC did Conning. Needed to bring in Baz, get rid of Perriman, other teams. Yeah. All teams will probably do that, I reckon. Big fan of content. Well, big fan of content. If you haven't subbed and whoever else hasn't subbed in the chat and you want weekly live streams to be notified, chuck us the little sub button. You'll get notified for that. Harley reads Essendon. I think you're dreaming. Simpson never developed a player. True. I have SDK in fantasy. I don't play fantasy. Do you play both? Obviously you do. SuperCoach stoned. He walked into Eagles' job when they were top 4. Yeah, that's true. Good point, actually. SDK. I feel like I don't like. Yeah, I think he's got a good role. I think SDK passed the eye test. Some picks I'm happy with so far. SDK, that's a good one. TDK, Weber, Callahan, Rankin, and maybe even Flynn. Flynn could get dropped. He got like bugger all hit outs. He got smashing hit outs and then play forward, and they were Reedy take the hit outs, mate. So I don't know if Flynn's job security is fantastic. If you got him at R2, it's risky. Yeah. I haven't forgotten that, Jonas. I'm sure, mate, the late change I made in my side was Fraser out for Logan Evans. Still got 2-1-8-2. Let's look at some of the players' scores in here. Would you like SC? I've thought about this, Cheese. I'm actually glad you bring this up. Probably Fraser because you know the role. As short as they can make it, that is the only reason. SDK could his role turn just at any point. Noah, what do you got in here? Just torp it. Because when in doubt, just torp it. Yeah, I'll have a good torp out on the full for me. I haven't played in 11 years. Let's go back to the players. And we'll have a look at some of the big scores. Somebody update me if you see it midstream that we've actually got rankings out. Have a look at some of these players. I want to talk about some of them being potential traps and some of them that are actually genuine picks. I can't see the comments at the moment when I go into this kind of thing. So, Dunkley, huge pod, 173, good fixture. If your Primo shat the bed, he's not a bad shout at all. Sorry to ruin your pod, Cheese. DeConning, 148, that's huge. Baz, 147, you got to bring him in. Witts, he's not a must-have at all. He's just dominated Flynn. Zorko, 139. So I've got, out of the top 5, I've got 3 of them. So that's where I'm doing well this week. Rao Anderson beat up on West Coast. They're pods as well. Good fixture. So I think they're decent shouts this year. Jack Ross. I don't know. I'm a Tigers man, but I don't know if you can continue high numbers. I'm not even sure you can go 100, but anything's possible. He's always been a fringe sort of guy in the premiership eras. And then, yeah, I have no idea what to expect from Ross. Very risky. Houston, great pick, actually. Clydwell, don't know. Hard to read. Good if he was a forward, but 129, that's wild. Maybe with Merritt playing a little bit more forward, he's worth it. Whitfield justifies his price tag. Miller, I actually don't want to go there. I think Anderson and Rao will be the main 2. I think Took will be 3rd. And they've got Humphreys running in there as well. Rankin, yes. Connor Rosie, yes. Dale, I believe in. Max Holmes, he didn't look like he scored a 125 when I watched him. Don't know if I'm blind or not, but he's going to be a good one anyway. Toby Green, no way. Tristan Cherry, yes. Amon's a sneaky pod. He could be anything. I think he's a good shout, actually, if you wanted a pod. Membry, no way. Cripps, yes. Weather, yes. Richards, yes. McStay, probably not. I'd have to have another look at a McStay type. He can score you a 50 any given week. Tom Green, huge game for a guy that's just coming off an injury. Simpkin, no way. We saw how many times he's done this early and then just cooked you. Kennedy, I actually kind of believe in this pick. Vandermeer, no. Nank, yes. Saligo, probably not. Ned Ong's a question mark. This is an interesting one, rookie rise. Sicily, I still think's decent. Fraser DeConning, this is the thing we're talking about before. Fraser's got the role. DeConning also does, but how long for? I don't mind this as a downgrade from short. You'd have to look at the fixture. I think DeConning's got hard matchups in the ruck, whereas Fraser could do anything in that back line. Scream's a bit of a breakout, even though he's only like a second-year player. Clark, a good pod. Rampy, no, don't do this. He did this last year. Graham, not sure. Really undecided on this one. He's never been a huge scorer at Richmond, but not sure I could advocate from like a Sanders sideways pick or something. Sheasel, yes. Played a lot of forward, though. from what I was watching every now and then. Cherry, yes, but you're not bringing in someone with plastic hammies. You either start him or you don't. Blakey, yes, but the kick-ins are what save him. So I think Blakey's a really good pick. Finn, yes. Humphrey, I'm undecided on this pick. He did this a couple of years ago. He could be a Garcia swap if he goes well again. Or if you don't like Sanders and Humphrey goes off again, he could be someone you pivot to. If you wanted to take that risk, he'd be a pod. They've got a good fixture. I don't hate it. But then he's been a sub a lot last year, or subbed out as well last year. Just keep that in mind from Dimmer perspective. Heaney probably overpriced for what he is. Dawson plays too much forward for me. Sarong, hard game for Sarong and Brayshaw, so they'll be safe. Baker I swear I saw him take a kick out late, so he could be a good pick. He'll carry that team. He's always been a heart and soul kind of player. Weird, no way. Go into the comments and see if I missed anything in the first half there. Now I'll go back to some of these players. I've got 51 on stream. What the hell? That's unreal. 51 for 500. You guys are wild tonight. Give us a like. Worth jumping off Day? Yeah, no. I'd probably have one more look at him. I don't know. I don't think so yet, Puffer. No way, Puff. Have to hold. Yeah, all right. We're on the same page there. 54. I'll go through more of these players. If that's what you like, then I'll keep doing that. How many kick-ins did Fraser get? Someone in the comments find that out for me. I have way too many comments to get into here to do that. Could go Pryor. I think Pryor's job security is shaky. I don't mind it. CWT, the only thing that worries me about STK, downhill skier. Yeah. Completely agree on that. Chasing points, Puffer. There you go. Waters, I've never seen you before. Hello. A lot of people haven't seen. I'm appreciating this heap. Sub if you haven't already. If you want to do this Sunday night live stream all the time, I'll be here. Wow. Tom Green 1% owned. Good pod. Jeez, you were all on this. Ed Richards with no bond for 6 weeks. That's 8 weeks. Yes, he played all mid-time. He's a great shout. I picked him. I scored 2-2-1-8, Josh. SDK has Boyd, Big O, Gorn, Rob, Meg, next 5. Yeah, that's going to be tough because you'll be up against Big O and Fort. I'm going Perriman to Conning. Perriman into De Conning only because of how highly Scott has talked him in the ruck. Yeah, okay. Good shout, Josh. Also might get defender rucked. I actually didn't think of that. That's something to think about, actually. Tagging Horn Francis, mate. And played wing, apparently. What's Day's break even? I think we won't know until round 1 lockout is done. Used as a tagger. Baker took a few kick-ins. Yeah, okay. If it's forward line wasn't already. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to look at Baker's heat map. Let's put that one into consideration. 1 kick-in from Fraser. Wow. The 36% CBAs. Interesting. I like Baker. Someone has to take the points. Yeah, true. Someone definitely has to take the points. Rowan Marshall, 71% forward. You know what that means, lads. He's going to go and be a 4D PP player. Forward ruck. Not sure. Hopefully in the next hour it will be lifted and we can have a look at the side rankings. It would be useful for the buy, wouldn't it? Chad Warner and Rowan Marshall are huge smokies for forward. Yeah, I've seen heat map of those two. Let's have a look at these players now. Stewart, he deserved 100. He spent a lot of time on bench, so I think he's a good shout as well. Wilmot, no. Farrell could be a smoky for you. Dow, no, thank you. Savani's interesting. Played back, but then they played him forward. Ethan Reed, I think that's a one-off for him, but one to keep an eye on it, 169k. Dacos, it's whatever. He's got that foot injury, so I'm not interested. Same with Track. I'm not interested in these two players coming off injuries at all. Nas, 96. That's underwhelming for his price tag. I think he could have done better. St Kilda as a whole could have done better, though. Sinclair, 95, coming off injury as well. It's a risk you take. Dylan Moore looked like he scored better than 94. Such an impact player. Jackson, 91. Probably should have dominated a bit more than what he did. O'Driscoll's an excellent rookie if you started him. I just skipped out down downgraded to Nevitt and lost about 7 or 8 points, but it's fine. He played CBAs. How much CBA time does he get, though, when Young comes back? Josh Kelly, he's past it. He's almost 30, I'm pretty sure of that. Merritt, maybe this is the season we see him decline a little bit as well. Not confident on that pick. LDU look better than 88 for those that own him. Dacos, Houston probably taking points off him here. So for me, Dacos, even if he gets DPP, I don't think I'm interested in the back line. Grundy, he's a has-been. He's washed. Big calls here, some of them. Tom Powell, that's annoying. I thought he would have done well this week. I don't have him. Finlayson going back to reality here. 85, so he's nothing to scream at now. See what he does next week, though, against Tigers. He'll probably score 150 against us. Levi Ashcroft. Oh, Hockey Keefe. Kicking the seal on Gorney when Gorney's absolutely towed you all day. Would have been the sweetest revenge for Keefe. Clutch goal. Just let up at the ball, took it. Oh, you'd hate Keefe right now if you're a D supporter. Short, it's whatever. I'm not going to harp on about Short anymore. I've already given him so much slack. Gimby, poor man's Blakey, don't go there. Okay, Shorty's favourite boy. Newcomb, no good. I hate Newcomb as a pick. I don't know why I picked him up in draft. Steele. Yeah, right. That's Steele for you sometimes. And then the rest of whatever, I guess, down here. Cumming. I thought he was going to be a better player for his price tag. I was expecting like 85, 90. I know it's not shy of it, but still, he relied on a couple of goals for that. Meek almost went there as a pod. Didn't do it in the end. Day is the huge concern. He's got tags coming up too, so I don't know. If you rode that wave, you just continue to ride it and see how it goes because he's got a good fixture coming up. Hamling, sneaky pod forward if he backs up what he did. Darcy Cameron's always been pretty average. He's a downhill skier, I reckon. Waywald, way better than 74. Hall got up the ground. I love that pick. This was a shock for me. 74 from this bloke. Did not expect that. Well, Ashcroft, underwhelming, but I think he'll bounce back with the fixture he's got as well. Not interested in any of these players below. Now just gets yuck from here. Myers, no way. Taranto, just an absolute butcher. All the players are pretty irrelevant. You don't want to be going there. Doherty could be something. He was sub and then scored like 67 points in a quarter and a bit. So I'm keeping an eye on him. McIntosh, my favourite hated player. Tag Cripps for a 120 and like Cripps just, oh my God. Why are you wearing a headband when you're bowled, mate? What, to get the sweat out of your eyes? I get it, but you just, I can't even, I don't even want to have a McIntosh meltdown around right now. We're playing him over youth that we've got. Like, just makes zero sense as a Tiger supporter. Just play the kids, mate. Using him for leadership when he can't even hit a target. He can't even hit water out of a boat. Anyway, that's enough from McIntosh. Get stuffed. Chad Warner. Oh, yes, sorry, discuss this. So go back to the comments now. Chad Warner is a forward option. Yeah, that's going to be good, isn't it? He'll be close to F1. So Perryman has to go, right? I don't think he must go. I don't know if he'll tag every week either. Players said they want Dan to have the ball in his hands. Oh, my God. That's good to hear. I love that. I'll trade you, Chris. No way. That's a bit of a nothing pick for draft. I want a little bit more for Newcomb. He's got potential, but just not potential in Classic. Max, Chad going to drop so much cash. Oh, my God. Everyone's getting excited for Chad. I'll give you ones for Newcomb, Brad. I might take you up on that, Cheese. I don't know if any other lads in the chat that we did a draft with the other week want to trade some of my players for other players, literally hit me up on here or DM me. I'm actually considering that one. Newcomb's got the upside in age, but Wines, at least I know what I'm going to get. Puffer, Cheese, I'm a Hawks guy. You cannot do that to me. Oh, offer me something better than Wines, or else I'll give him Wines for Newcomb, which might bite me, but Paul's got a good fixture. I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I just hate him so much. We can't see your flex. I've got Flinner's flex. I'm sorry, Puff. I have to have him. Why are you guys so hot on Newcomb? Free my bold goat. Talking about Macca, Bowie Sniff, headwear is worse. I hate the headband look. The headband looks stupid on most players. Every Cats player has a headband for whatever reason. I have no idea. It's like a fashion thing down here. Like, what are you doing, you little princess? Get it off. End of Macintosh hate. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just can't. There's got to be a player in everyone's team that they hate. Like Essendon fans, who's your most hated player that you're like, why are we playing this bloke? Sorry, not sorry. You try being a Tiger man watching this guy kick it out on the full 100 times a game. Ooh, I'll give you Chera and Crisp for Newcomb and one of your bums. I'll take you up on that. Chera and Crisp for Newcomb and Will Power. I'll do that. I'll do Chera and Crisp for Newcomb and Power. I don't know if you'd do that, Path, but Macintosh is not a gun, Max. I promise you. Oh, it doesn't even have Chera stuff. You guys are just gaslighting me tonight, are you? Bailey Smith should wear it. He probably should, Puffer. Bailey Smith's not bad player at all. Smith played most on the wing. Only 26% CBAs. Yes, you definitely should still pick him. He looked great. Not the best kick, but man, he was hungry to get the ball. He might have had a bit of fizz-whiz pre-workout. You never know. Yeah, okay, there you go. You've got one. Nick Hawks. The wannabe 200-centimetre wingman. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't ask an Essendon fan. Yeah, okay, because you named 10 of them. I love that, Cheese. You guys are just classically stitching me up. Hold up, bro. I don't know how to have Chera. What are you doing, Puff? You're swimming in the wrong territory. You're unbelievable, Puff. He doesn't even have him. Stitching me up. All right. If I get to 600 subs, I'll eat my cat. I'm just joking. Never do that to you. What do you think of the chat? Hey? All right, better put it down. Would never eat a cat on a live stream or in real life anyway. Chera for Taranto. Taranto's awful. I don't know why. Can we just sell Taranto and Hopper to a team next year? I don't want either of them. Yeah. Oh, Wilmer's in the house. Man, how's your neck going? You look like you need to stretch it out a little bit further. Taranto was a hack. I reckon they should play him forward because he's actually not a bad crummer. Should I pick Dan for short or Zorko? I'd go Houston over Zorko. I think he's in 10% of sides. Zorko's in 13. Dan's definitely got the role. So does Zorko, but Dan's a lot younger than Zorko. So probably Houston, mate. I just didn't have the balls to do it. Oh, damn. You got me there, Jonas. I clicked on it. 2161, a good score. I think so. We gotta find out our scores, surely. Good to be back. It is, Wilma. It's definitely good to be back. I'm glad all yous are back in here. We got to a high of 54 in here. Unbelievable. Yeah, he gets me every time too. That neck photo, just unbelievable. Some of the little like icons you guys have in the corner are just wild. I don't understand them, but I don't hate them at all. Let's go back to my team. Give us our rankings, Supercoach. My internet is lagging hard. I swear, if this tunes out and we're on this amount, I will jump on my phone and finish the live on my phone again. How much charge do we got? We've got a third battery on the laptop, but I reckon last time it was overheating from being on charge. It's had all its updates though, so we shouldn't have any technical shorty errors or Brad errors or whatever you want to call it, because as you know, we love to have a stream where either his mic isn't working properly or my computer just crashes out on a mid-live. Not a fun time when that happens. It's so awkward and you're trying to rush back to get back into it. Yeah. I blame TPG for half these things. What happened to Justin Lepidge's neck? What's that about, Jonas? When's the reset? I have no idea. I've been waiting for it so hard. Trainer is a steal for you boys. I reckon too. He looked unreal. Skiz, you always do this. This is the second time Skiz has done this little emoji that makes me look like my computer's frozen. I've only just figured that out now. I'll click on it in a second and it gets me every time. Skiz, you're a bastard. I think I go Zorko, that run, oh my God, West Coast at home and Geelong and Richmond. Yeah, true. Fair point about your Houston over Zorko chat there, mate. Yeah, you're a bastard. So the other night when my stream went crash, he put these little emojis that make it look like my chat's loading. Turns out it's just a few emojis. You guys just trick me in the comments for so many things, and it takes me so long, and it goes over my head. I look like a 6-year-old grandpa in a nursing home that doesn't understand what the hell's going on because it's got something wrong with me, but I was going to say something, and I thought maybe it went too personal. Cheese, Essendon to beat Adelaide. Oh, shake that one out. Richmond are going to get pumped this weekend, actually, against Port Adelaide after the flogging they've been given. Zorko is going to cook for us. He is. Start stirring. That's a really awkward stir. I'm glad I didn't do the other way, Cheese. The up and down motion. Jonas, everyone boycott rookie or your team review. Wow. Too good to come on the stream. Busy doing his review. Does not want to play with the others. Oh, no, don't boycott him. He's actually a very, very smart man. Don't. He's got other plans too anyway. I did ask him earlier on the other day, but look, everyone's got work tomorrow and stuff, so I just jump on a stream because I'm an Arvo shift man, so that's why I'm always down for a Sunday night live chat with the lads and ladies and whoever else is in the chat. May it be the aliens, whatever you want to call them. What's a Perryman on the bench? Yeah, I was trying to be too cute. I've tried to play a week there, hoping that we could get a 70 or an 80, and yeah, I just absolutely cooked it, mate. I was being a little bit too cute. I was trying to grab some cash gen. It also allowed me to grab Hewitt. So then I could put Power Pepper into Levi Ashcroft and then put Elijah Hewitt down here and Hall F5, Davison F6, and Elijah F7 with Dolan at F8. So the week thing was more or less throw something at the stumps, Captain Gawn instead of deconning for like a 170. Mind you, Gawn was on like 120 3/4 time. And then the week move was just a shot in hope that he would outscore 62, which is beyond crazy to do, but I'm just taking so much risk that I just do not care. You just got to play risk reward. You watch how some of these guys play, content creators and the others. It's the ones that you take the risks with. If you're too safe, your side just sticks around, 5-10K because everyone else is being too safe too. So I'm playing this season. I'm either going to get a rank of top 500 or I'm going to be a blowout of 100,000. Like, there's no in between for me. I'm not playing it safe this year. I'm just going to throw it at the stumps. I'm going to risk these BCs and Cs. I'm going to pick pod rookies, and if they fail, at least I've got the same side everyone else does. I'm just picking pods as much as I can, whether it be in the back line in particular, I'm happy with. And midfield, I couldn't really get enough pods because everyone jumped on Rosie after practice game, and same with Finn. So Chera's still a pod though. Richards is a pod. Clark's a pod. Zorko's a bit of a pod. So I'm going to try my best to make this year a bit more saucy. So when you do come back to the reviews, you're like, okay, he's got a different side to everyone else. How do I get rid of this screen on the side? Your stupid weather thing. Not even joking. Nah, I need you to help me. How do you get rid of that? Come here. Get around. Don't worry, you won't be in the camera. How do I get rid of this stupid widget stuff? So it actually sounded like a 60-year-old man. Oh, thank you. She just fixed the computer. I had this widget stuff with the weather. I don't want to know the weather. I don't care about the weather. It's almost, what is the time? 10:30, and we haven't got the lockout teams round one scores. What are we going with? Pufferfish. All right, Brad, let's talk business. I want Newcomb, Farrell, and Powell. I'll give no way. Puffer. You know it, Max. I'm going to be at the game. I think that is a decent score, Gus, for sure. That midfield is going to cook us, though. They all scary, but it was the Saints. Fair. Some AFL talk here. I like the pop-ups. Don't see it as much. Great, man. I hate pop-ups on the side of computers. They annoy the hell out of me. Yeah, I never would have thought anyone got 2-6. That'd be nuts. Jeez, lucky you didn't go Lockie Ash in the end. Yeah, I know. Lucky I didn't. I think he scored a 79. I kept an eye on it anyway. Boy seems like the right play. Rowan Marshall injured. Yeah, Boyd does seem like the right play at R3. I'm lost to where we're going with. Oh my god, I think the side's loaded. Oh my god. All right, we're going to ranking time, fellas and ladies and everybody. Here's a ranking. Oh my god. What are we? This is a live team review. Don't do this, Supercoach. All right. Wait, guess what ranking I am? Yes, we're in the top 5K for round one. 4938. I am not mad at that at all. That is a fine start. Last time I was in top 5K round one. I ended up finishing around top 1,000. This year, round one, not to be 100,000 like I was a couple of years ago. Oh, baby. In the top 5,000, you'll take that. Overall, top 3%. Done. Time to get naked. Not really. Laywall style. As I get up. Oh, don't worry. The fruit's not going to hang out like that. Not like that. That's not what I meant. I can't believe myself. I faded Smith for Sanders. Yeah, that's a bad one, Gus. I might just go do a laywall on a live stream, celebrate and go too hard. 47, Brad, happy for you, man. Very happy. Lifted. Oh, mate, this is unreal. We're on 51 viewers right now. It's been so consistent tonight. Getting a lot of love, a few subs, a few likes to the stream. We've done a live ranking. Let us know your rankings in the comments. I'll keep going. I'll keep this going until once it dips below 30, I'm out. So if you keep it going, we'll just keep going until it's 2 a.m. I don't care. I've got Arvo shift. Let's go. Open. All right, go to your Rage trades on your phone. Open up the YouTube on a separate channel. Let me know your trades in the comments below, and I'll go through them. I'm happy to talk Rage trades right now. Let's go. I'll open up mine in a second. Wow. No, I'm not going to do these trades, Puffer. Ashcroft and Lindsay over Bastard Dusty. I'm lost here, Jonas. like a deer in headlights. Lockout is over. Get excited. Get excited. Double flex. Who cares about the flex position? I am the flex. Finn, too early to trade. Yes, he looked way better than a 50. The missus is judging me for flexing the buys on cam. Cheese, we have Zach and Jai. Just get excited. The heart is racing right now. Skiz Fits, boom. What is your ranking right now, Skiz? Holy I know, right? Thank you. What are your rankings in the chat? Mate, I could stay up to 2 a.m. playing Fortnite right now. 40 trades this year is wild. You know what else is wild, Puff? Having a good start to the year. And your team winning round 1. Like, what more could you want? See the Richmond tattoo? Anyway, 48K I want to spew up. Yeah, that's bad, Jonas. It's because you have one more, mate. 901. What the hell? There's a guy in here who's got 901 as his ranking. Well done, Travis. 36 points less than you and 6K spots behind you. That makes no sense, does it? The cat just walked in. Are you going to show me your team, Sabrina? Remind me to charge this in about 20 minutes. 61st? What? Yeah, I don't want to charge it right now in case it... Oh, you want to use the charger. Sorry. Here, have the charger. It's like a fishing rod. It's so long. I'm not talking about the charger, lads. Just kidding. Sands for Rankin. 9,739. Hey, that's not bad. Anything in the top 20K is nice for your round 1. Perriman break even 77. I don't think he has to go. He can hit a 77. 24K rank, I'll take it round 1. Yep, same Noah. Don't blame it. It's good. Season rank 1898. Yes, good start. Finally a good start. That's what you want to hear, Cheese. I'm the same. 411, yikes. That's good. Well done, CH. Whatever you want to be called. What rank is the bloke who scored 2-3? I think he said above. Get your nuts out like Laywall. Rookie used to bring in Lindsay and Ashcroft over Laywall. Oh, right. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Bastard Dusty. You're talking about Laywall as Dusty. Right. No. CBAs worry me. If Perryman takes CBAs back and Pendles plays a full game, what does a long score? That's what I would be thinking about. I'm way more inclined to go a Nod or a Nevitt or a Ashcroft type than Nedlong. And Nedlong will be a pod, so a pod rookie that doesn't score well at 200K, not going to be a fun time if that's a one-off. Sorry, Darren, didn't mean to skip that. 2219, ranked 2787. Sorry, ranked 4787. There you go. Not bad at all. Very good. Well, there we go. We've got a live team. Let's have a look at. Let's do a live trade thing, just so you guys get a good grasp of what I'm thinking early days. If I trade, it's only 2 and not 3. It is good to see the new faces, by the way. I'm appreciating it very much. I've never reached a 50, so we're doing well. Oh my, congratulations! Oh, I'm getting excited. This is some good times. I love looking at this. Yeah, see, even some of the regulars are noticing the new faces. It is nice. Everyone's jumping on to look at their scores right now, so they might get out of YouTube for 5 minutes. Can go short and Garcia to Zorko and Hewitt. Thoughts? Let me have a think about this for a little bit. Can go short and Garcia to Zorko and Hewitt. I don't mind it. You can. I like Zorko, but you can. I'd probably want to wait more a week on short over Garcia. Trade assist want me to trade out Dawson and Rankin for Sam Berry, and yeah, never look at trade assist. That's 101. Never do that. Let's have a look at my trades. You won 2 out of 2 leagues. No, duh. I already had a look at that. So Pez, let's just go optimize. If you haven't seen this button, you just click optimize and it'll do what your team thinks is best. It'll also give you the best VC and C option, but do remember sometimes it has the C before your VC game. And sometimes we'll bench players that you probably don't think you should bench. So never press optimize and then not leave it. Just double check it. But what it will do is it'll take all your blue players that aren't playing off the field. So for me, let's just be a reason why I brought in some of these players. So hypothetically, Power Pepper could go nuts against Richmond, though. Not going to lie. Like, Port should bounce back on their home deck. But this is what it'll look like if you want to get a bit of a live taste. It could be risky getting rid of some of these guys, but what the hell? I'll put Hall forward, and then I can pick up 2 rookies that I missed. So I prefer rookie correction trades over your Primo issues, because Primos, you back them in. So, for example, Ashcroft. Oh, I miss out on 2K for Nod. Oh, God. I do love the Laywall pick, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure which way I'd go. The Laywall could get, or probably will get, DPP, and I can't afford him anyway. But I'd love to have Laywall as F6 come DPP because he's going to get forward status. But fixing up that midfield is a bit of a priority, but one of them is going to be benched. So potentially it would be Power Pepper and Old Mate for Ashcroft and Lindsay. 38 grand, but what it does to your side overall, obviously I'm never going to loop Perryman again and be completely stupid with it. But I'm not trading any Primos, so I can give you advice and say, yep, it's fine to trade these Primos, but just FYI, I'm holding Perryman regardless of his buy. When is it? Next week? As for VC and C, I wouldn't even do Gorn because he's up against Cherry, so I'm actually going to VC Rosie against Richmond into Zorko against West Coast, and if he doesn't go 130, I won't take it. As for this is the whole point of bringing in a Leak as well. I wanted to loop Leak, my thought process. Watch how Reed does. If Reed does well, leave Leak score there. Sorry, leave Leak on the field and get Reed's 80. But if Reed gets a 40, then all I do is put Trainer there and take a punt on it. But it's only best 18 anyway, so that's the reason for Leak. So because Leak lost me 50 points, I'm hoping he gains me 50 in a head-to-head roulette rookie situation. And one of these guys goes big because I believe Trainer first game could go big, an 80 score, and he could pay off that Leak loop that I missed with Perryman. So I did have a strategy behind it. It was sort of 2 hits at once. Like Leak could have outscored a Perryman. Obviously had no role for it, but it was worth a shot. And then the other second part of that trade was to cash gen, and the third part was looping Reed and Trainer in that round 2. Then for Callahan, the reason I started him, I liked him anyway, but I want to be able to loop a player. So let's say, example, Callahan's there on the bench. This is how my thoughts always work. So if you're always wondering what the hell is he doing, I normally got a plan. So who's got the early game here? Lindsay's got North. I'm confident in that. And Nevitt plays St Kilda. So you go something like this. If, or even better actually. Don't do 2 or else will take your lowest score. So you could do like a Camporelli. If he scores well, you leave Callahan there. If he doesn't, you simply bring on Nevitt. And then with my forward line, I'll probably leave it as that. I don't know if I'll feel Davison or Hewitt. Probably Davison. Just because I think the role's better and Hewitt's probably going to get smashed. Flynn could get dropped. If BJ Williams is named, you're going to have to panic a little bit there. But it's best 18, so everyone should have coverage. And all your rookie scores, well, at least 4 of them will drop out anyway. So you got a lot of room to move. So that was why I stupidly brought in a Leak. I had a chance in thinking that maybe he passes a 62 and then the week after I could get a high score in a whipping week. So I'm not a complete idiot. I did have a thought process behind that. And that was thanks to the rookie coach, actually. He did also tell me that if I bring in Elisha Hewitt instead of having the Melbourne rookie, I could put Hewitt forward and it would allow me to trade out Power Pepper for a midfield rookie instead. So ideally, when all my teams back together, I'm stacked in the midfield. The only one I'm missing really is Nod. But if Nod comes back, if Young comes back, that could hurt Nod's score. So if I'm winding up with this every week, Foss, Ashcroft, Lindsay, and Nevitt, I'm pretty secure. Hasty, don't know what's going to happen there. Hopefully, if anything, maybe he gets dropped and I can loop a Nevitt because I can loop the St Kilda games timeframes and sort of mix these guys around for that M8 position. So it's not the worst in the world if Hasty does get dropped. So there is a few different thoughts on why you can play Supercoach, but for me, just my own advice is I want to take the best rookies before I look at the Perrymans of the world. I just want another look at him. Then he's got the bye anyway, so you're a bit safer to sort of go reassess with your team. Do you got any injuries? Do you think he can bounce back? Whatever. Maybe you do it before the price change. But he doesn't play until round 4, so he misses it round 3. Then he's got that early call you got to make on a Thursday night. So if you're going to get rid of Perryman, I don't know. I'll probably wait a week. But if you've got to get Basilenka, then that makes more sense to do it that way. But you're bringing in maybe someone like a Bice. Anyway, I'll go through the comments. That's just a little bit how I'm going to operate this year. Geez, a fantastic idea for the trade. Obviously, gaslighting. Need a big week, round 2. Every week you definitely do. Okay, I'm going to charge this computer or else we're going to lose the stream. Don't worry, no label issues here. We're not going to get out the pickle. I always look at it for a cheeky laugh. Never seen it that bad. I think he could be anything this year for sure. Is Fraser a good pick? Is it Wheel best 18? Yes, it's best 18. I'd hold SSP. Yeah, I'm just tinkering just to see what is out there. If SSP gets dropped or we find out he needs to be managed, it'd be interesting. Rankin to Burgess. Top 1%. Absolutely. Well done, mate. What's your ranking? Rookie coach, have a look at his videos too. We'll definitely team out throughout the year. Travis, I'm done for the year. Oh, mate. No, you're not necessarily. I had to climb back from 100k rank. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, and I clawed my way back to 5k from 100k round 1. So it is possible. It sounds like you might have there. Cheese, Captain Neil. I don't think Zorko will go big against West Coast, though. Look at the halfback. Yeah, maybe the ball won't be there enough for that to happen. Good point. He did Captain Neil. No good. 59 points means it was no good. I've just kidnapped the charger because I didn't want the computer to die. If it gets hot, which it is a little bit, I'll get rid of the charger. I am talking to someone. I'm not just talking to myself. Trade it. We're on 57 likes. 57 people in the stream. Give us a like if you're still watching this and haven't subbed already. Press the sub button. I'd love to get your comments down here. Kappa. Trade assist wants me to go Levi Ashcroft to Sid Draper. You don't do trade assist. Trade assist is just trying to stitch us up. Never pick it. You can pick optimize, but just double check what optimize picks. If anyone wants me to go over loopholing again, I can too. But just rewind the video, worst case. We're on 58. That's huge for half 500 people. What the hell? Oh, I actually want to take a photo of that. That's wild. That's how impressed I am. That looks stupid taking a photo of 58. 61. Mate, What the hell? How? Smile for the cam. That's wild. That's up there in my moments. I've had a long journey on SuperCoach on this for 4 seasons, and that's the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Wow. What a love. I always go big in the buy rounds, so fingers crossed. Yeah, absolutely, Max. Holy shit, what a stream. Man, I feel like I need another egg on the head. Yep, we're doing another egg. I'm that excited. We're doing another crack egg. Crack egg and skull. Give me, this is just for the fans now. I'm drinking it. Yes, I'm drinking it. It's fine. It's midnight almost. It feels like it. Egg time. Give me the egg. Give us the egg. I'm doing it. And then I'm drinking out of the bowl again. I'm just so excited. These guys have got to, like, what? Do it. I'm not joking. Egg. Don't throw it over the computer. Are you crazy? If that egg lands on the computer, I'll have no... Yeah, there we go. Egg on the head because this isn't wild. All right, full cam for this too. Full cam. Just because I'm a nut. Remove my team. We're doing full cam egghead. Are you ready, lads? You got to give us a like and a sub for this. 1, 2. Egg on the head. I think I've lost the plot. I'm even going to skull it. Wild times for SuperCoach Pro. Ugh. Nothing like a good egg in the head. That's how, like, I feel like Stone Cold. Just give me a bottle of water and just Triple H that, whatever. I butchered that in WWE terms. Got egg all over my hands now. Feels sticky. Like a Saturday night. I won't go there. Okay. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep going like that. All right, let's go back to my SuperCoach side. No more eggs on the head for Brad. I don't know why I'm doing that. Bookmark that at 151. Trade Assist wants me to bring in Berry and Bond. That egg's very sticky. Don't do that. No more Trade Assist, Jonas. Surely Bryce is a priority. I think he is too. He scored 50 in like a quarter and a bit, something like that. Trade Assist autocorrect, pain in the ass. Yeah, it is. This week. Bryce, I really like. He's the only rookie defender I've missed that I feel like I should have had. Help need suggestions. Send me your team in Twitter. If maybe comment on one of my last posts for the live stream. Comment if you want me to help you with your team. I'll follow you back, and then message me from there, and I'll have all your side personal. And just send me a screenshot and go through it. That's what we'll do. Waterman is out, so Zorko is easily a viable pick. Yeah, okay. Good point. Defenders are nowhere near Zorko's level. Okay, I'm back on the Zorko captain then. Berry, Bond, and Burgers trade assist. No more trade assist comments. What are you doing? Current rank 1,000. And that's wild. 1,113. That's unreal. Blyce's second game, then he's buy not a priority. Good point. Think you see TDK or Rosie or Brayshaw? Probably Brayshaw, actually. Wait. Let me have a look at that. Give me 2 seconds. I'll answer that. So I was looking at the wrong round. TDK's got Meek. Brayshaw's got Sydney, so no, could get tagged. No way. Who was your other option, mate? Go back into the comments. Probably Rosie against Tigers, mate. We tag, but it's McIntosh and he's a spud. What do you want me to hold on to? Nice one, rookie. Oh, you're talking about you're holding on to the rank. What are you doing? I'm keeping Perriman. If you go 5 minutes behind before I crack the egg on the head. Yeah, Patton's awful. Patton a hold would have done well if it wasn't sub. No, I think he actually played badly. His score was okay, but he played poor, Andrew, in my opinion. Wow. Hope you're well, Brett. I am. I'm definitely well. We're on 61. Holy shit. I'm not going to bother trading for the next round because I'm happy best 18. Yeah, fair point. Huge point on that. Let everyone burn their trades. 65. What the hell is going on tonight? No one streams on the Sunday night, apparently. I did this Saturday night as well, FYI. You keep doing this, I'll keep streaming as long as you guys are here. Far out. Yeah, good point. You don't have to make trades because it is best 18 for the next couple of weeks. So 100% correct, Travis. Wow, 40 points between us, Brad, and there's 8,000 ranks. That's crazy. It will get smaller. The gap will get bigger, once I smoke you, Jack. Crack another egg. Already have. Egg. My head's already feeling it. Yeah, way too early captain option, boys. I like VC, Dawson, and C, Zorko. Yeah, I think that's a decent shout. Absolutely. That's why I went the Zorko route too. Well done, Brad. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks, everyone, for joining too. I can't tell you how much. This is overwhelming and unbelievable. If it wasn't for live streams, I might have even hung up the boots last year, discovered live streaming, and that's where it's at. I just loved interaction. For draft, do we still need to fill every spot in the team? On field, you do, but not on the bench. On the bench, you can grab whatever players you want for draft. Puff. Anyone else do draft in here? Because it's quite good. Oh, not terrible. I think there's always a way to come back. You just got to trade well. That's all you got to do. I think that could be at the egg on the head full screen. Ricky Coach, time to go record some content if it wraps up quickly and you're still going live stream. I'll jump on for a bit. All right, done. Yeah, just message me and I don't even know where I put my phone. Just jump on in the comments and message me and I can send you an email. Oh, here's my phone. I'm getting spammed at the moment. Enjoy recording. We'll definitely have to do that if you're still awake and everyone else is. What is the time? Wow, we've been going for 2 hours. I'm still keen for this. It means you can't eat till about 2:33 p.m. Yeah, no. I've stuffed my fasting now. It's 2 eggs in a row. And that egg was there was a lot of yolk. I might have the best farts for the missus later. Are you keen for the farts tonight? I'm just going to make sure. I'm going to Dutch oven you. I will 100% Dutch oven you, and you will not appreciate. Hey? You're laughing at me. Right. Need a shower. I do need a shower now. I'm all egged out. Are you glad you can't smell this stream? If you could smell this stream, it'd smell like eggs. I know. I'm excited about the hot start. Excited about all the subbing and the 60-odd people in the streams and whatnot. You guys got me aroused. Probably the wrong word. It's all about you, Rookie Coach. Jonas. What's the signal? Should I trade out? No way. Neil's got a good, juicy fixture. So juicy. Just no, don't do it. Remember that guy that used to. What was that barking dog guy? I remember that he was on a current affair or something, and he barks at that reporter like the dog did. Best video. Also today, I showed the missus Jake King highlights, and she probably frothed it. Jake King highlights are the funniest thing to watch. I should probably be a bit more quiet. They might be sleeping. Am I loud? I'm not that loud. Oh, no. I'm always loud. What does that mean to mean? No, don't trade out, Neil. Hello, Jono. Sorry, I declined your call. I was in the middle of a stream. Yeah, that's why I declined it. Not because I'm an arsehole. Well, I am, but not really. Nah. Wow, did you just laugh at me saying that? Do you beg to differ? Do you reckon I'm that bad? That's wild. Josh, are you going to trade Perryman? No, I'm not going to trade Perryman, my friend. Neil, 100% whole, boys. He's got West Coast. Agreed, cheese. 65 washing. There was. That's peaked. Seriously, this is the best. TDK into Neil for me, round 2. What are we on? Can you go onto the YouTube and let me know what are we on for the likes? Just out of curiosity. It's been huge. I feel like I've done the double tons tonight. You guys are very impressive. TDK into Neil for me. Yeah, I think so too for VCNC. Pubfish, I meant, do we need to fit every spot in our draft team for the bye rounds? I think I've left the bye rounds in draft for the middle part of the year. So rounds 12 to 16, we won't be playing in the draft at all, Puff. I thought you were doing Will Ashcroft to Callahan next week. Who are you talking about? Because I've already got. That was maybe if. What? Nah, I don't think I've ever done that. Did I suggest that at one point? Nah, Callahan's looking good. He looked better than 104. Wish I looked TDK, but had all rookies playing on the bench. Yeah, fair. I posted my team on your Twitter thread. Okay, all right. I'll check it out, mate. Pufferfish hasn't forgotten. Nathan Kruger, is that you? Jono looks like Kruger. Who do I look like? What made you pick Lindsay? No, this is after trades. Eye test tells me he's good, but I haven't picked Lindsay. No, definitely not. I've picked Lindsay in a correction trade, but I haven't actually done it. That's a bit catfish. I'm probably bringing in Lindsay and Ashcroft at this point for SSP and Sardis. I actually remembered his name for once. Sardis. Max, I feel like 9.7k rank is not bad, but I wanted 6.5k. You've always got some sort of bar you got to set for your team. Boyd, an option for flex against SDK. Yeah, he actually is, mate. That's huge. Flynn's got Oscar Manicamoon at Oscar ends Fort. Well, I'm going to have to think about that question a bit harder, mate. Yeah, I actually do like that a lot. What's all the time? Sorry, Jonas says, what the all-time free kick record count? Dilmore is 6 frees and... Yeah, I have no idea. You have a random stat, though, Jonas. If Neil drops to 580, should I get him for round? Yeah, absolutely. I would. Full send. Full send. Could you join? What are you doing? What are you talking about? I've missed something here. Should I get Ned Long? What are the rookies you missed in the midfield, Theo? Brad, get John O'Carroll on. Stuff rookie coach. Is that what he's talking about? Brad and Kluger duo will feed generations. Josh, I have SSP, Perryman, Sanders. Oh no. I probably wouldn't use a boost. So out of those, probably SSP and Sanders. He always finds the weirdest stats, Jonas does. He got me blind one time at Richmond Gold Coast game too, Jonas did. I had to find my way home because I was gone by like midnight. I was done. No to Ned Long. Yep, I agree. I'm not sold on Ned Long just yet. I don't know. I prefer O'Driscoll and all these other players around him. DeGoey comes back too as well, so you got to keep an eye on that. Boyd won't last. Wow. Past 3 rounds once Marshall was fit. He was rubbish around the ground. It's like he couldn't keep up, could he? Max, can you have a look at how much cash Neil will drop before round 4, please? I'll have a look on my... let's have a look at Neil. I can do that, Max. Let's have a look. The net is very slow tonight. Brisbane. Neil. I can still taste that egg in my mouth. Have I scrolled past Neil here? Am I losing my mind? Oh, there he is. 41 for Neil. 29% picked. Oh my god. He'll probably hit his break even anyway. Watch him double ton. Oh man. Look at his fixture. West Coast Cats and Richmond. He went 162 against Tiggs. 140 against West Coast. Don't trade him out. If that doesn't say don't trade him out, what doesn't? All right, so he's projected 122. Go 110. He doesn't drop that much. Like, even if he scores normal from here on out, he really needed that 40 game to be round 3 or 4 for it to really affect, or at least round 2. I can't imagine West Coast will tag. So, in hindsight, if you can see that anyway, he's only going to lose like 40k. It's probably not worth it, Max. Premium starters to buy some Baz thoughts. I like it. I think that's probably where it's at for that. Thank you again, Cheese, for joining. I haven't forgotten that yourself and others got to get up at 6 a.m. So I do really, really appreciate jumping on. Chat to you soon for sure, mate. Jonas, trying to encourage Ken to join the stream. Wookie Coach is too good to come busy with his own team review because he scored well. Yeah, I would be too, but I'll probably do a team review tomorrow. Dog is barking. Big fan of content says if Neil can average 105, he drops 595. Yeah, so he's still gonna be expensive, isn't he? That's right. It's only in the score for like one round anyway. This would only be good if he dropped another one. Trade plans. Let's go back to my trade plans. See you, Max. Enjoy your gym at 6 a.m. I think that's what I read as I'm going into my team. Gym at 6 a.m. So rough, mate. Well done for going at 6 a.m. though. That's too early for me. So undo changes so you guys can get a look of it. Yeah, potentially Sardis and Power Pepper out for Ashcroft and Lindsay. That's what I'm looking at the moment, mate. Be big gym session at 6 a.m. on a Monday. Theo, Lindsay and Sarong for Neil and Bo. I probably wouldn't trade any primos. I'd do rookie corrections, mate. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. He probably reached 202 against West Coast. So I knew you meant Bo Allen, mate. That's fine. Bye, Max. Enjoy. I'll go back into my side. I've cancelled the trades because I want to keep him as is. Flex is Flynn. So Cheese's idea before was putting Boyd at flex, but that's only really if Flynn gets dropped. If Flynn's your R2, you're in danger and he gets dropped. Like, what do you do? Other than that, what do we ownership? What is the ownership between these players? What's Zorgo's ownership at? Because 139 was clutch for my team this week. I really needed a few big scores. Break even for Zorko is only 82. Will he see enough down back there? Hopefully. 251 for the Brown. Yeah, right.